welcome back to my channel. I'm in a different room. It sounds really echoey to me, so sorry. But the children overtook my bedroom and I was like, do I want to fight them to get out or should I just leave? They won. I was flipping through my emails and I saw quite a few of you guys emailing me about different instances when someone called you fat or thick or curvy, whatever. Basically, you guys are telling me how you feel about these words. And a lot of you are telling me, like, one of you emailed me and you said you were 5'4", I'm 5'4", and you said you were 160 pounds and how you felt so fat. Now, that's not something I would have ever classified as fat. But that being said, this is kind of my point of the video here is that, like, what is fat and what is curvy and what is thick? So many of you put a ton of weight into these, okay, no pun intended, but so many of you put so much weight into these words that they really, really, really mean something to you and they are hurtful to you and you dread dressing a certain way or going to a certain place or being around certain people because you're afraid that they're gonna call you fat or that they're gonna call you some other bad word, something that you would, you know, be upset if someone called you. And now I'm not gonna say that you shouldn't place any sort of weight into any word. There are plenty of things that are super fucked up and you shouldn't call people certain names. I mean, you really shouldn't go around calling anybody any name, but the point here is that you guys shouldn't allow those words, the word fat, to make you feel so bad. I bet you could get all dressed up and you could go out somewhere and you could feel so great and your friends tell you how good you look and you're just feeling great. But then someone comes along and, you know, under their breath or whatever, calls you a cow or calls you fat or tells you whatever, you look like a pig, whatever the hell it may be. That little sentence, that little word, that can change your entire mindset about yourself. And I know that it can because it's done it with, you know, that's happened to me so many times. Now, not recently. I mean, people call me fat all the fucking time. All the time. Doesn't matter to me anymore. I mean, I named the fucking series Dear Fat Girl. Like, clearly, I don't mean that in a derogatory way, and I'm sure, and that's actually part of the reason that the word fat is in the title of these videos, because I want you to realize that fat girl to fat girl, or fat girl to not even fat girl, whatever, that the word fat is not a dirty word. And anyway, I know that having an experience like that, like, you know, that used to happen to me a lot where someone could say something or even, you know, one of my skinnier friends could say something about how they feel so fat and so gross and, you know, meanwhile they weigh 130 pounds less than I do. You know, those types of things would really fuck with my head and they could ruin a whole day, a week, and a whole entire experience, a whole vacation. They could ruin everything because feeling fat was such a big deal and having someone call me fat was such a big deal. And I don't want that to continue to happen with you guys. Don't let these words make you feel like you are suddenly less human, like you're less of a person who, you know, deserves respect or deserves anything in fucking life. Like, you guys end up feeling like you are completely unworthy of anything positive. And then you become very self-loathing, and that's really not beneficial in any way to self-loathe, okay? Do not just pile on the hatred, because you know, as well as I do, that you can make yourself feel worse than any other person in this world. No one could make me feel as bad as I could make myself feel. I know my insecurities. I know deep down what's really like that little thing that if you were to mention it, I would probably lose my fucking shit, you know, crying or yelling or whatever. I know me. I know what really hurts me. And so I know how to hurt me. Just like you know how to hurt you. And although, yes, other people could hurt me, no one could hurt me the way I can hurt me. And so it starts within us, within our own minds, that we need to take control of how we react to other people's actions. We cannot stop people from calling us fat or calling us, you know, any sort of derogatory word. I can't stop a guy from walking up to me and calling me a cunt. It is what it is. People call me a bitch and a cunt and a fat piece of shit, and they hope my kids get raped and every other fucking thing. Not because I'm a piece of shit. No, 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 sir. Because they are, okay? But my point here is I can't stop anyone from doing that, but I can stop the way that I react to it. And I can stop, you know, feeling bad when they try to make me feel bad. It's a process and it will take a while, but I just want to tell you that I've been there, and there is, you know, an ending to that little tunnel. There's a light, okay, baby? You can make it out. You don't have to feel bad anytime someone calls you a bad name. And on that note, I know people like to tell me, oh, well, if you don't want to be called fat, then don't be fat. To take it back to the beginning of this video, what the fuck is fat, okay? A very, very thin, 6 foot tall, 100-pound girl could consider herself to be fat. You can't change her mind. You could show her a fat person, someone, let's say someone that's morbidly obese. You could put her next to someone that's morbidly obese, and she's gonna agree with you that that person's fat, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she's not gonna also still think that she is quote unquote fat. Fat is, it doesn't fucking mean anything. Not, you know, in that way, fat is an actual thing and it has a real meaning. But the way that we use it to describe ourselves and each other, it doesn't fucking mean anything, because it's all dependent upon what you think that word means. Some of you are emailing me and telling me how you don't like to be called thick, you don't like to be called curvy, or whatever it may be. Again, you're just placing a ton of weight in these words and you're letting them affect you in a negative way. Who cares what people call you? What are you calling yourself? Are you calling yourself fat? Are you calling yourself worthless? Are you telling yourself that you're a bad person? What are you calling yourself? That's what really matters. It doesn't matter what other people are calling you. It doesn't matter how other people choose to describe you. So I just kind of had to get this off my chest because it bothers me how much it bothers you when someone calls you a name. It sucks. It makes you feel really shitty about yourself, and especially when you're in these beginning stages of learning how to love your body and how to be happy with yourself. It's really, really difficult when you do put effort in and you do, you know, mentally prep yourself and you tell yourself you're looking good, you posted that selfie on Instagram, you hit 100 likes, what? Like, when you are feeling so good about yourself and you're on this journey and you're trying to maintain that positive mindset, and then you go out in the world and someone acts like a dick and they call out your insecurities, basically, whatever they may be, whether it is that you're overweight or that you have, you know, less than perfectly straight teeth, or you have bad skin, or whatever it may be. You know, they call out your insecurities and then they make you feel like shit again. I know that it's a really difficult process to get to this point of serious self-love and serious self-confidence. I know it's a long journey. I'm still on it. I'm definitely on the other side of it these days, but it wasn't without a ton of self-loathing and a ton of dealing with bitch-ass comments and bitch-ass remarks from people that are just clearly probably very unhappy in their lives, and this is how they decide to take it out. Just know that you can feel better about yourself and that these words don't mean anything. They don't mean anything. Call yourself curvy if you want to call yourself curvy, but don't do it because you're afraid of the word fat. You don't need to go out into the world and strip off your clothes and say, I'm fat and I fucking love it. But you need to go out into the world and be happy. And if you are fat, your definition or my definition or anyone's definition, whatever the hell, if you're fat, that's okay. You don't need to scream it from the mountaintops. You just need to be confident and feel good about yourself, because at the end of the day, what you should care about is your happiness. And positive thoughts and positive actions are what's going to determine your happiness in life. And your life and your happiness are ultimately always what should be most important, because it's your life, you're the one living it, you're the one that should be making sure that you are living a positive, happy, healthy life. And I've said it many times, but all that health starts right up here, because when your mind is fucked up, everything else goes to shit too. So that's the end of my video. Sorry about this location. I can hear the echo myself, so hopefully it didn't bother you guys too much. If it did, not to worry. Very unlikely I'm going to be filming here. I'm going to be filming it with furniture when I do. But yeah, that's it. It was just pissing me off. It was pissing me off to read these emails and see all these people that are so self-conscious and feel so bad, and we're having such a great day, and then some asshole called them a fat ass or whatever. And now suddenly they're at home and they're crying and they feel like shit. And I just fucking hate it. Like, I hate that you guys have to go through that, because I went through it and I know how much it sucks and I know how much it eats you up, and I know that there's a way for you to get past it. And so the sooner you can get past it, the better you're gonna feel. And if I can be a stepping stone for you to get past it and for you to start feeling better about your life and being happier in life, girl, step on my back. I'll pick you up if you need it, okay? But that's it. If you have any topic suggestions or you want to tell me, any stories or anything like that, you can always email me at AskSarahVargas@gmail.com. And another great way to get in touch with me always is Instagram. I'm always creeping on there, so my Instagram link is always down below, but it is at Sarah Rae, Sarah with 3 H's. I'm also on Snapchat. I know a lot of you guys know, okay, because a bunch of you follow me on there already. But I'm on Snapchat too with the same name as my Instagram name. But anyway, I hope that you guys are having a great day. It's raining and disgusting outside here, so it's a good day, but I can't go outside. That sucks. But anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.